radio, but you can do on the thing if you use your headphones.
Welcome to Souhan-Unfiltered on the Alive and Social Network. We're at Shamrock's Bar and Grill in South St. Paul today. I think it's South St. Paul, right? South end of downtown St. Paul, I guess, on 7th Street. You know where it is. Everybody knows where Shamrock's is. Great burgers, good beer, all that fun stuff. Live music. The Last Ride will be playing later tonight. If you're listening to this live, get on over here. It's a great young band. We'd like to support them. Tonight's guest on Souhan-Unfiltered, you can find it at that website, souhanunfiltered.com, is my buddy Tom Linnemann. Tom played quarterback at St. John's University, won, 8 or 9 national titles, I want to say. Played for John Gallardi, one of the great coaches of all time, and became kind of a media celebrity around town. He's been on a lot of radio shows with me. We've had a lot of fun. In fact, Tommy, I don't know if you remember this, but I was doing a radio show. I've done broadcast stuff with all kinds of people in town, and it was at the golf show. You came in as kind of a last-second replacement and just sat with me. It was like the most fun I ever had on the radio. Do you remember that? I don't think Tom's speaking to me. I must have offended Tom. He's not speaking to me right now. Anyway, Sean Lumpkin, the former Gopher Star, is going to come by and sit in with The Last Ride tonight here at Shamrock's. Previous podcasts we've put up, Michael Russo, Mark Craig, Paul Molitor, Ross Bernstein. I know the last one with Michael Russo, a great hockey writer for my newspaper, really took off.
Tom, we're going to check you again. We're just having a little sound issue. Can you hear us at all?
I can hear you just now, yeah.
I guess I'll have to do the interview. No, not really. But, yeah, we're having some very bizarre gremlin-like audio issues because anytime I take the microphone, he's able to hear me, but not Jim. So
that is really
okay.
Weird.
So I have some advice for you. Do not put it near water because gremlins multiply in water.
Well,
that's a very good point.
That's good life advice right there. Hey,
put it in the microwave to kill them. Put everything in the microwave.
My last guest, Michael Russo, was talking about the time he rummaged through Michael's
science oven, I guess is what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to. We're having
you guys
a couple of issues here. You can only hear me. You can't hear. I think it's my amazing baritone.
It
voices.
must be. I don't get it. I don't get how. I don't get how he can't hear me. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
I can hear you great.
Hear you great. You can't. The only part of the triangle here is you can't hear me.
You can't hear Jim, so you couldn't hear him just saying that you couldn't hear him. But tell us a story, Tom.
You want to hear a story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I can hear you there. Actually, that just worked.
That was
okay,
me. That was me, not Jim. So go ahead.
Okay, I actually do have a story from this week.
Go ahead.
Okay, so on Monday night, I play basketball at the Rainbow Church, which I'm not exactly sure. I didn't know what denomination it was. It's just one of those churches, with the rainbows on it. That it's like, I think it means like everybody's welcome or whatever. So anyway, I play basketball with all these guys that run bars on the Danforth. Danforth Avenue is my street. It's kind of like Broadway, I guess, in Toronto. And so all these cats who own bars, I got in with this group, and we play at this little bandbox Rainbow Church basement basketball league, right? It's just for fun, whatever. We have a good laugh. Well, I get up the next morning, and I'm looking for my wallet. I can't find it anywhere. And obviously, it's important to have your wallet. I have, all my work stuff in there, et cetera. And I think, like, God, where could I possibly have left my wallet? And I know. I think, where do I leave my wallet? It's got to be in my pants. So I wore pants over to Rainbow Church basketball over my shorts, right? So you wear running pants, so you put your wallet in there. So I'm thinking, well, I don't want to leave my wallet. Obviously, I left it there overnight, and I don't know if like bums sleep in there or what happens or whatever. So I wait, and it says at 9 o'clock is when they open. the Rainbow Church, somebody comes in the administrative office. So I called somebody and I said, hey, did you find my pants in the church? And the woman was really confused. She's like, why did you have your pants in the church? And I said, well, because I was playing basketball and I left them downstairs. She's like, okay, no problem. I'm leaving at 3, though, so you're going to have to come talk to a guy named Gerald. I'll let him know, and we'll put him in the office for you. So I think, great. I get there at about 4 o'clock, and I'm walking around the church, this Rainbow Church, and I'm looking for anybody. And I'm like, hello. I finally find this, administrative area, and I walk up to this older dude, and I'm like, hey, are you, Gerald? And he's like, yeah, I'm Gerald. And I'm like, all right, do you have my pants? And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, do you have my pants? I left my pants here. And he's like, why did you leave your pants here? And I'm like, yeah, well, I play basketball, and so I was wearing pants over, over my shorts. And he's like, oh, okay, let's go check in the office. So we go in the office, and the actual pastor is in there. And Gerald's like, hey, did you find this guy's pants? And the pastor looks at me with a terrified look, and she's like, I was trying to think all day why you took your pants off in church. And I'm like, yeah, well, I grew up Catholic, and, I just thought, maybe. And she looks at me with, the most terrified, sad look. I'm like, no, I just was playing basketball. She's like, okay, thank God, because the last thing we need is for people not to leave their pants there. So I eventually got it back, but it was a heck of a thing trying to explain to so many people why I would leave my pants in a church.
And is this the first time you've had to explain to somebody why you left your pants behind? Tommy, can you hear me at all?
I can hear it kind of now, yeah.
All right, let's try this. You were playing football at St. John's, and you happen to be the starting quarterback on a championship team when Austin Murphy from Sports Illustrated decides to come to Collegeville and write about that team. You guys end up becoming buddies. Is it overstating to say that being around Austin Murphy that year changed your life?
No, I can't really hear anymore.
Hey, Tom, I'll call you in a minute.
Okay.
It just doesn't work.